Hey everybody, it's Rory from ANSgear. We've got an accessory for your FSC right here, more specifically for your FSC magazine. So I have an FSC up here. The FSC comes with 2 standard magazines, and each mag holds 6 paintballs in it. Now, for a lot of people, 6 might be enough, but for majority of people, 6 is not even close to enough when it comes to magazine size. So as you can see, I got 6 balls in here. Let me just dump these out. You can see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nothing left in the magazine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now with the pistol right here, 6 shots, it goes quick. So over here is the mag extension for the FSC. I've got 6 in this right here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 right here. So let's do the swap right here. Let's take this magazine. Let's take the internals out, the spring and the follower, put the new spring, new follower, and the adapter on the bottom of it, and get the longer magazine. It's really, really easy to do. The first thing we want to do is get the original spring and follower out. So if we look at the bottom of the magazine right here, it's got this little door that will slide out. So I'm going to take an Allen key, and I'm just going to use it for some leverage to push on the door. I'm going to put it in the hole right here, and I'm just going to push sideways so that I can slide the door over. And I'm not going to slide it all the way off. I just wanted to slide it over and kind of unhook it or unlatch it and get it over. Now I'm going to put my thumb over the top, and I'm going to slide the door the rest of the way out. My thumb is over the top to keep the spring from launching out the end of it right there, because the spring is going to want to open up and kind of shoot on out. Now I can just turn this over and I can take the whole thing out. The follower and the spring can just come right out. We've got a new follower in here. So this one's going to go in. You can't put this in the wrong way because it only fits in one way. If I try to put it in like this, it doesn't go in. If I turn it around and throw it on the table, then it will go in that way. So it only fits one direction, so you can't get it backwards. You probably could get it upside down. You can put it in upside down. We want to make sure that the springy side is facing up. So if I've got this upside down like this, I want to make sure that the springy side is facing down so that it goes to the top of the magazine right there. So springy side, turn it the right direction, drop it down in there. And then we would put our spring in. But we don't need to put it into this top section right here. What we're going to do is we're going to take the screw out of here. And they give you a longer screw right here. But I'm going to test this short screw and see if this will work all the way through. So I've pushed my screw out. In this little side right here, you can see that there's a large cutout on this side, and you don't have that on this side. The large cutout side is for this little kind of indexer to sit on right here. So we're going to remove the nut out of the side that it's in. We're going to slide the extension on, and you can see it fits perfectly into there. Then we'll take our nut and we'll put it onto there. And then I want to see if the old screw actually fits in there or not. It doesn't. It doesn't fit inside there. It's not long enough to get through to the new screw. So then we'll take the new screw and put that in and tighten that up. And there we have it. We've got our screw, our adapter installed on here. Now we can flip this upside down, and we can take our new long spring and our follower. We can kind of just put these together right now if you want. You don't have to. We're going to put that in there like that. And then we're going to find the direction that it fits. Remember, we're going to rotate it the correct way so that it slides right in. We're going to push it all the way down. And then we're going to compress the spring down and hold on to it, kind of pushing it down into the slot. We'll take our little cover, put it on, and slide it right over. And there we have it. Now we are installed and ready to go. The only thing that I've seen that is a little, I don't want to call it hard to do, but it is tricky, is to get the follower all the way down to the bottom. Now you could do this a couple of different ways, I guess. You could just start loading paintballs in here one at a time, and remember that the spring is trying to push them up. So be careful as it's trying to push them up that you don't let this thing release and push those out of there. There is the detent at the top that will try to help keep the balls from shooting out. But if you let it go fast enough, it will pass that and kind of go right out. We can get this down to the point where I can grab a hold of the follower at the bottom, and then I can pull it the rest of the way down, and I can lock that. Or what I could do, get those out of there, and let this come back up real quick, is I can find something, put it in the spring, and pull it down to the point where I can grab a hold of the follower, and then I can bring it down that way. Or I could, if I had like a piece of macro line or something like that, I could put that in there. I'm going to take this swab, I'm going to push that down in there and do it that way. You can do it that way too. And then you could lock it down at the bottom. You can do it either way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And there's still play inside the ball stack right there to make sure that as the bolt is coming through and picking up that ball, that or the ball right below, that we're not crushing anything. We're not smashing the ball down in there. You can see there's a little bit of play. You always want to have a little bit of play in there. And that's it right there. So that's the extension for the FSC magazine. If 6 shots times 2 magazines wasn't enough for you, get 2 extenders right here. What I say I put in here, 16 balls, 15 balls?
15 before.
15, yeah. So 30 when you had 12 before. I mean, that's the way to go. So the extensions are in stock right now. So get on the website, order your FSC mag extensions through ANSgear.com.